on the Big J Show on Hot 101.9. The man himself. That's a little old school, Aaron. Aaron has come a long way now, but...
And it goes a little something like this.
Good morning, Aaron. How's it going, man?
Great. It's going amazing.
We had a lot of requests for that song when we said you were going to be on the show. People digging the old school Aaron. They're like, you got to play a little of it before you talk to him. So we gave the people what they wanted.
You know, sometimes you got to do that,
Exactly.
you know?
So
I had to bring back I Want Candy in the shows for everyone. So.
you got to give them what they want. And now that's old school. New school. You got a new album you're working on now? Do you have any final dates and stuff for us?
There's no final date right now that I can discuss. So, you know, I want to take my time and I want the process to be, you know, right and real, you know? So, it's been a minute since I've had an album out, and a lot has changed since those times. So.
What's the new kind of feel, you know, on the tracks that you've worked on or that you're working on now? How do you describe it? I mean, what's changed since your last album to now, musically?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. I come from the Backstreet Boy, NSYNC, Britney Spears camp, you know. That's where I come from. So I will always stay true to my roots, and you're not going to hear me, you know, rapping, you know, and doing any hip hop thing like that. You know, I might experiment and have fun with it, but I am a pop artist. That's what I am. You know,
Good.
And I represent that proudly.
Well, that's good that you know where your fans are, and you're going to stay there. So we can expect. Are you going to do any collaborations? Anybody working with any hot artists now, or is it strictly Aaron Carter?
Well, there might be some collaborations. You know, I worked with Flo Rida a couple years ago on a song called "Dance with Me." That was really amazing, and I actually ended up selling the song to these guys in I think Australia, and they recorded it and cut it, and you know, but we'll have to see. We're just in the beginning process right now of this record,
okay.
And you know, in the last couple of years I haven't done anything but been in the studio, which is it's an amazing experience. But what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out, you know, what sound really feels good and what I really want to do, and you know what the fans want as well, because you know I have an audience I have to appeal to, and you know I just can't come out with country music and expect them to enjoy it.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to.
I gotta come out with some pop dance, some fun, and that's exactly what we're doing. And we have some really, really great records right now. I'm really excited about it, and it's great to be doing what I love and back in the studio, back entertaining, focusing on what I love.
Well, we totally are looking forward to it. What about the Fantasticks? That's something else you're doing too. You're starring off Broadway in a musical?
Yeah, I am, and it's insanely difficult, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm just focusing on that right now, and doing 8 shows a week is no joke. Let me tell you, it's a great experience. I did Seussical the musical with Kathy Rigby in 2003, and that was also an amazing experience. That was on Broadway, and so. It was different. It was different.
Are you thinking this is like a route you'd like to go, or is this just kind of for right now, or would you like to do the kind of Broadway stage thing for a while?
Right now, I would have to say yeah. I would have to say I'm going to focus on what I'm doing with the Broadway thing. That doesn't mean I can't be in the studio cutting records and doing shows and my own concerts and out there performing Aaron's Party and I Want Candy, because I do.
Yeah.
I go out there and I do it. My days off are on Thursdays, and let's just put it this way: I don't have days off on Thursdays.
You're busy. What else is going on? We're talking to Aaron Carter right now. What else on those Thursdays when you're not doing the Fantasticks? What other stuff aside from being in the studio are you working on? Do you have any product lines coming out? Any new projects?
Well, right now we're just focusing on the Broadway and the album. You know, you can't do too much at one time. You know.
Yeah.
But you know that'll come. You know, I'm going to be in the process of developing some sort of scent for the ladies, I'm sure, and getting some products out there. Maybe
Very
come
cool.
out with some candy perfume or something.
Right
we'll
on.
see.
Somebody on our text line wants to know if you've been clean since your last trip to rehab.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely. It's important to do that, and for the most part, I like to keep my private life as private as possible, and
Agreed.
But I have no problem talking to you about that.
Good. But yeah, so you're just everything's good health-wise.
Absolutely, I'm very strong right now. I'm very healthy, and it's visible.
You can tell.
People see it, and it's a great feeling.
When you take the stage off Broadway in the Fantasticks, people look at you and they're like, that guy is full of energy, he's full of life, he's clearly not high as a kite right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on.
Exactly. People have struggles. People have struggles. I've had struggles just like everyone else in the world. I'm not perfect, and I've made mistakes, and I've learned from them. I've learned the hard way.
Yeah, we've all got to do that too. And then somebody says, I'm a super hot chick. Is Erin single? I can't vouch if she's hot or not, but she does want to know if you're available.
Yes, sweetheart, I am single.
There you go. I would say best chance to meet him, head to New York and check him out in the Fantasticks, and maybe hang out outside the stage door and bring a gift of some kind.
Come on, bring it on. I'm a hugger and a kisser. So.
Well, there you go. And we'll look forward to the new album as well, and check you out off Broadway in the Fantasticks. Aaron Carter, thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us, man, and break a leg in your next performance.
Thanks, man. Have
All
a good morning.
You too. See you, bro.
All right, bye.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.